gusto may di na masuklian pa ng luha habang ang baba.
It's been a ride.
You can try and read my lyrics off of this paper before I land, but you won't take this thing out these words before I say I'ma be what I set out to be, without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. No ifs, ands, or buts, don't try to ask him.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Live from New York, 2K Sports Panoodin brings you Knicks basketball. A quick check out the starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from P?
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over, but in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room, and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that jet.
The Thunder made a special trip here for one game, back in Oklahoma City for the next one. They know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step, facing a closely ranked team. No clear underdogs based on the tail of the tape.
You know, checking out Oklahoma City, they've just never really found their groove this season. I mean, not yet anyway. They're kind of stuck.
Unless things really come together for them soon, I think they're going to stay in kind of that middle of the pack area the rest of the way.
And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender draped all over. Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. And so he hits both.
They took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Hits the bucket.
Well, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put it.
Here's Gabriel, averaging 9 points per contest. It's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle from the official.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The Magic making a switch here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Here, coach isn't worried about what they can do on the offensive side of things, saying, we dropped the first one, but I still think we can put up a lot of points on this team to get a win. We just need to make sure the ball is moving. Not as easy as it sounds, though, always, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. As you might have guessed, their defensive strategy plan.
That's how they're able to win games.
But if that's their main focus, Steve, they need to get it going right away. If they don't get into a good rhythm early, then things could start to fall apart with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Off the screen, and he lays it up and in.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around.
James got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands. Green passes it to Pete. And that's good for two. And guys, pretty interesting comments he had after their last game.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to say, hey, look, we can pull something out of this. You know, we can use this to motivate us. We can get better by watching the tape and seeing if things turn out.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. After the Magic pick up two. Again, the Thunder score.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and of course, that forces the defense to locate him.
Number 17 drills it from outside. And now it's an 11. Kicks to Noel. Pass to Barton. Trying to shoot. And right away, they're into a three-pointer of their own. Will Martin's got 8 points in the quarter.
Down to business. He ended with 26 points and added 3 rebounds as well. It was just a fantastic outing for him, and really there wasn't any way to prevent him from taking over the game. Fun to watch, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that talk was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything.
Here's Dang. Defensive foul. The Magic have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. No good on the free throw.
They're getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
Clearly, and they've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it.
The Magic need to get a shot off. There's Milton. Hits the three-point line. 6 points for him. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's the screen. Number 29. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season.
Offensively, no buckets yet in the game for him. Rejected by Dane. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Second, the Thunder.
They've been racking up the blocks lately, so, I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
The feed to Barton. The 19-foot shot. And again, it's Orlando converted.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
That's the pick. Here's T. That's blocked. The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Dang. Fires for 3. Gets it to go. James got 4 points this quarter.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like them.
Lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The NBA season is rolling right along. Let's look back at the first half. Oklahoma City up on top against Orlando. They're looking to improve their chances of getting into the playoffs right now, sitting in 8th place, not the most comfortable position in the world. He's certainly contributing with his play. Nobody out there has been able to slow him down. And a scrappy effort by Orlando. Sharp shooting from downtown. They're raining triples nonstop. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Mark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And an aerial view of the Chrysler Building with all of Manhattan glittering under the night sky. Stolen. And for the Thunder.
Get there, get there!
They set the pick. Number 29. And he gets the shot to pull after coming off the pick. 5 points in the game.
Solid screen right there that freed him up with a jump shot.
Number 24. And counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low. Oh, man, he's on the highlight reel every night. And if you're guarding the rim defensively, and he's...
Here's Dang. He has 7. Number 25. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Look at Philadelphia. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Magic. Just find the shoot. They get it back. Number 10.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work. Number 18. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
The Magic have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. He hits both from the strike.
Hey, right there, right there.
And there's the pass to Pete. Let's it go from deep. The shot's good from Justine. And the Thunder lead by 6.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability.
141 left to play in the third. Another miss by Orlando.
Well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make him work for a challenge every shot.
The shot's good from Pete.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. He kicks it to Noel. Number 17. Shot denied. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Well, some Heat threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The two-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. And you look at P.
Deadliest weapons we have in the league. And
Pass to Gabriel. Sure, that one drops.
Things are really tightening up now.
And the layup's good off the glass. And the Magic lead by 11.
Well, sometimes when you're at a height disadvantage, that's the way to attack. Go right at your defender.
And for the Magic. Here's Gabriel. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him...
his touch has disappeared over this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
It seems like nothing's falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
And for the Magic. Has to be. From downtown. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's 12 straight points coming off.
So you got to get in there, check, make them uncomfortable, try to deny those looks.
And for Oklahoma City.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And for the Magic. Gets it to go. Now just a two-point
When
make.
head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle, he said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
And for the Magic. Down low. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate.
Something else you like to see is how well they shot their free throws tonight.
And it's tied up with that red gun. Number 25. Great touch. And the Magic lead by 2.
Just 2 makes on 7 shots this quarter.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's all in by the Magic.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him.
And the pass to Dang. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Gabriel, defended by Barton. Number 24. This is the go-ahead pass. Orlando's got by 4 3-pointers in the final quarter. 2 of them apart. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Castillo to take the lead. Misses in close.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Milton. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Key, defended by Barton. Number 24. Misses from close range. After the match, he's shooting about 42% so far. He's at the pick. Number 18. Count it! Here's P. Tight game. Look, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Lose for now for Nova's great Steve Curry. Martin Kellogg and left to the 2K Sports Group. This is Panoodin, and thanks for joining us.
Good game on your part. Any ideas on how the game got away from you guys despite your individual efforts?
Sometimes those things happen. I felt like I was out there trying to make plays as best I could, but the other guys were just a step ahead of us. Maybe it wasn't our day. Or maybe they just wanted it more than we did. I don't know. It's one of those games you got to chalk up to being one you weren't supposed to win and then move on, man. That's what I'm going to do at least.
Together we're strong, together we're loud, together we will stand out, stand proud. Together we rise, together we shine, together we'll go all